Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my March favourites and like misses. I'm just going to go through most of the stuff that I got from New York, but not all of it because that will be a long video. It's going to be a long video anyway. I've got a lot of favourites to talk about and I have a couple of like misses. So yeah, if you like these kind of videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up for me, and if you want to see what I've been loving and what I've not been so loving, then just keep on watching. First of all, I'm just going to talk about the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. I think this has like been like resurfacing my like skin, because I always get like really bumpy bits in between my eyebrows, and I feel like I put this all over my face in the night and then I wake up and it's all really smooth. So I've been absolutely loving this. You can get this in like the big tub or in this. I feel like this will last me ages though, because I don't use like a load of it. You'd only need like a pea size. It's been really, really good for my dry skin. And yeah, I've just seen a big difference in my skin since I've been using this. Love it. I also really like the face cleanser as well. The other favourite that I want to say is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. That is better in my opinion than the First Aid Beauty one. I love the First Aid Beauty one, but that soy one was so good. It was only a little sample size, so I've used it all, but I really need it. It was like fresh cucumber. Like you could smell the cucumber in this. Oh my god, it was like so good. I got the best brush cleaner ever. This is the Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner. I've used half of it. I'm trying to use it sparingly, but I'm going to get this off Amazon somehow, some way. I've got to get it because this is the best brush cleaner ever. Usually brush cleaners like smell really harsh. This smells like vanilla cupcakes. This smells so good, and it really just gets everything off your brush that you don't need. It is the best brush cleaner I've ever used. It's by far way better than MAC, way better than the MAC one. So I love this, and I'll be really, really sad when it goes. Another favourite of mine this month is the RCMA No Colour Powder. This is the best powder ever. This is, like, I'm going to say it, it's better than the Laura Mercier. I still love the Laura Mercier one, but this is just life. You get 3 ounces in this, and in the Laura Mercier one you get 1 ounce. So, and this is about £8, 8 to £10, and the Laura Mercier one is like nearly £30 or £29. So you do the math, think about how much you're saving. It's so finely milled, it just makes you look airbrushed, and who doesn't want to look airbrushed, you know? So yeah, I highly recommend you get this. It's selling out like hotcakes though, like everywhere. I had to get mine off Guru Makeup Emporium, and they sent me 2. And they were like, oh, can you reject like one of them? And I was like, yeah, sure. But it actually got sent to my brother's house, didn't get sent to my house, so he didn't know, he wasn't going to reject it. So yeah, I now have 2. It'll last you ages. Like there's so much in here, and you need like the smallest amount for your under eyes. You can set your whole face with this because it has no colour, so what that means is there's no filler. It says on the back, the perfect universal setting powder for all skin types. No colour powder contains absolutely no pigment, no perfume, no filler, and will never alter your foundation shade or natural skin tone. Breathe. It will set your makeup with a flawless finish and won't cause flashback. Okay, I'm going to move on to primers. This has been my favourite concoction ever. It is the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. You can now get this at Debenhams. Hallelujah. And it retails for £27, so if you haven't got it, you need to get it. It's life. It keeps my makeup on all day long, but still being moisturising. Like, it reminds me a lot of the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm that everyone loves, but just better. Like, I just feel like this is worth the money. And there's 40 mils in here, so I feel like I won't get through this for ages, because you only need 1 pump for your whole face. And yeah, it's just really, really good. Normally my makeup settles into like fine lines and stuff, and this like stops that, so love it. I've also been mixing a little pump with it, the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner. So this is for filling in the pores. It's a bit like the Benefit Professional, but a little bit more emollient. It's good for my dry skin, I really do love it. If you have oily skin, I don't know if you would, but yeah, it's just one of those things you've got to try, but it's expensive, so I don't know what I'm going to do when this runs out. I know you can get it off, I think you can get it off Beauty Bay or Cult Beauty. So yeah, I do really like this. I don't really use it on its own because I like more of the dewy finish, so I mix it in with a different primer. So that's why I've been mixing these two, and these two together are a match made in heaven. Okay, so I've got some foundations to talk about. The first foundation is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is my dark shade, so this is the 128 shade. And this is like full coverage, lasts such a long time on the skin. It lasts like probably better than some of my higher end ones. And it just looks flawless. It makes you look like a porcelain doll. It is amazing what this does. So it says mattifies and refines pores. I don't think it's too matte though. It's not like the type of matte where you look really flat. It still has like a little bit of a sheen, like a little bit. So it works really well on my dry skin. If you have like severely dry skin, I don't know, but yeah, I absolutely love this. Highly recommend it, and it is affordable. Yes. Okay, a few things are not affordable. I have like re-fallen in love with my Dior Air Flash. This is in the shade 300, so this is when I'm a bit more tanned. And this is the foundation I always use for nights out. Like, if I'm ever going on a night out, I gotta wear this because it lasts such a long time, but it's so weightless and it just looks like skin, but it has a really good amount of coverage as well. I don't know, I can't get enough of this, and I like to apply this with a beauty blender. That's how I find it keeps this coverage more. But yeah, you just shake it up and literally, like, I don't want to waste it, but it just sprays out, but I spray like directly onto my face. Sometimes I spray it onto my beauty blender and then like pounce it. But yeah, if you haven't tried this, please try it. It is like the most beautiful foundation ever. And if it photographs really, really well. I don't think it has SPF in it, mate. Yeah, I don't think it has SPF, so. And you get 70 mils in here, but I think that's because of how it is, like it's a spray, so I think you have to have more of it for it to last just as long as like a 30 mil, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, give it a try. Okay, so another two I have been like, oh, just love. This is the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil Free Foundation, and I got this in America. This is in the shade N40, so this is like dark. So what I've been doing, and I'll mention it in a minute, is putting a little bit of a lightening foundation just to lighten it up so it matches me when I'm a bit fairer. And this is just like full coverage. It is quite gloopy, but I do like to apply it with my damp beauty blender, and that makes it look more like skin. So yeah, I've absolutely been loving this. If you want like a flawless finish for a night out, I highly recommend this. I don't think there's any SPF in it. No, there's not, so it looks really good in photography. Yeah, it just does everything I want it to. It doesn't settle into my fine lines, doesn't cake up, it's buildable, lush, love it. And now this is my favourite. I'm gonna call this my favourite foundation ever. Like, this is my favourite, like, I can't live without this. If they ever discontinue this, I will die. I just want to be able to live. So this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Sticks. I've got the shade 123 and 117. So one is for when I'm a bit more paler, one is for a bit more tan. Guys, this is hands down the best foundation I've ever used in my life. I put like 2 stripes on each cheek, one on the forehead, nose, chin, buff it in with a brush, or I pounce it with a beauty blender. I like either way, it doesn't really matter. And it is full coverage, and it just looks like skin, and it's the one foundation that makes my skin look flawless, like for the whole day. My skin looks really good when I wear this. It's very dewy, so if you have oily skin, I'm gonna pass. I'd probably pass on it, but if you have like normal to dry skin, maybe combination skin, you can just powder like where you get a little bit oily. Please try it because it is so good. So this brings me on to my next one. This is the Manic Panic NYC Dream Tone Vegan Flawless Foundation and Colour Corrector. So this is in the shade Virgin Whitest White, so it is literally just like a white like pigment. Well, not pigment because it's not like super pigmented, if you can see. I'm just gonna blend it in, but it basically just lightens your foundation. So if you have any foundation that is too dark and you would love to wear it when you're more pale, this is so good. This is about £8 and I got it off the manicpanic.co.uk website. I seen Kathleen likes to use this, and I was gonna get the Body Shop lightning drops, but every single time I go to get it, it was sold out. And then this come in the mail, and then literally on the day I seen it, they had one left in the Body Shop, and I was like, oh no. But they also have darkening drops in the Body Shop, so if you have a foundation that's too light and you want to make it more tan, they have those, and I will be getting that because I need that in my life. My camera's gonna die. No. But yeah, if you need something to lighten your foundation, I highly recommend this. It doesn't change the texture or anything like that. It just, yeah, just lightens your foundation. So been loving that. So for concealers, the concealers that I've been loving are Make Forever Ultra HD Concealer. This is in the shade Y23. This is like the perfect shade, like it has a yellow undertone. It is so hydrating but still packs so much coverage. Yeah, I've been absolutely loving this. It does crease quite a bit, so I have to set it immediately with powder, but as long as you do that, it's fine. So yeah, that's my only like with it, but it is so beautiful under the eyes and it just looks really fresh and like hydrated, doesn't go all crepey or anything. I highly recommend you get this. Another concealer that I've been loving is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. This is in the shade Fairly Light Neutral, and this is such a good concealer. It's very thick, so if you don't like thick concealers you might not like it, but when you blend it up with your beauty blender it just works, okay? It really is a creaseless concealer. My eyes like do not crease when I wear this, so I highly recommend it if you have really bad like creasy under eyes with any like concealer they use. Please get this, please, because it's so good. It's full coverage as well, and it says waterproof. Oh, mint. So you can use this on holidays, go for a little swim, you'd still have like really nice bright under eyes. And yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about this. It's just a really, really good foolproof concealer. Okay, and then another concealer is the Bare Minerals Base Skin Concealer in the shade Fair. I wasn't sure about this shade first, but I do like to use it when I'm fair and tanned now. It's just a really good, it's not neutral, it has a little bit of yellow in it, but it just works really well with my fake tan and when I'm fair now. So yeah, I really, really like this. It reminds me a lot of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This probably has a little bit more coverage, so if you want that little bit more coverage, get this. Yeah, they perform basically the same. So yeah. And then this is the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. This is in the shade Bavarian Cream, so this is more yellow undertone, and I have Meringue as well, which is more pink. I love them both. I really love the formula of this. It's lightweight, it packs really good coverage. It's not like full coverage, but it does a really good job of like brightening up the under eyes, and I like to mix this with other concealers that I'm using just for like that extra like brightness effect. It's just the applicator is really, really crap. I like swap like an old Naked Skin applicator, because that one's like really, really good from Urban Decay, and then I just use that and then yeah, put this back on. Really love this. It's just the packaging sucks dick. So a couple of eyeshadow palettes. The Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette is life. You think, oh, that looks a bit crazy, that does, but it's only that one that's really crazy. That teal shade is absolutely stunning. Like, it is so gorgeous and pigmented. And that Bordeaux shade is my new favourite, like chocolatey warm plum brown. It is just really, really lovely. The shimmer shades are gorgeous. It smells like chocolate. There's like nothing bad to say about this. Every colour is so amazing. I haven't used every single colour, but I've been using the neutrals like crazy. And I highly recommend you get this if you can pick it up. I really want that peached palette as well. Another palette that I've like fallen in love with again is the Urban Decay Vice 4 palette. I think you can still get this, but this is just like, for me, it's my perfect palette. It has this like bitter shade. It is so gorgeous. It's like the nicest transition shade ever. And then it has Delete, which is this really nice dark brown. And then I can also use the, what's it called, Framed, which is a really nice like matte beigey colour as well in the crease, and then you have all your pops of colour that you need. It is so good. These green colours I wore the other day and they are stunning. They are stunning. Oh my god, I can't even deal. Yeah, so that is that. That is the green colour there. It is absolutely gorgeous. This palette is amazing and it has a huge mirror. Hey, ring light, hey. But yeah, if you've been thinking about getting it, get it if you still can. It is beast. And that packaging though, oh, could you die? I die. Now for a contour palette, this is the Tartiest Contour palette. Oh my god, this is such a good palette. Right, the only thing I will say is the highlight shades fall a bit flat for me. They don't really brighten up my under eyes, but this contour shade is life. And then I use a little bit of this when I'm a bit more fake tanned, and this blush is so gorgeous. Oh my god, I just love it. I love it. It is like the nicest blush ever. It's a really nice like mauvey blush. And I haven't used my Kat Von D Shade Light palette since getting this, so that says something. But to brighten up my under eyes, I've just been like baking with my RCMA No Colour Powder, and that seems to work. So yeah, I don't really use the highlight shades, but everything else is so good. So yeah, if you can get your hands on this, I think they sell it on QVC, I believe. I think it's around like £34, I'm not sure, but if you like a good contour, you need this in your life. And it smells like chocolate as well, but just saying, that is like a big plus for me. And with contouring, this is the Laura Mercier Cream Contour Kit. I've had this for a while. When I first started getting into makeup, I was like, oh my god, I need that in my life. But this is my favourite contour shade. This is the lightest contour shade, and then these two are really nice as well. I don't really use these two very often at all, but them cream contours are really, really good. They blend really nicely. There's a few like mixed reviews on this. But I really enjoy using it. That first contour shade is so nice. It just looks really natural, you know. And I like to mix it in conjunction with the Chanel Slay Tandy Chanel cream bronzer. So it's a really nice like neutrally like slash warm bronzer, and it just comes in one shade. So it's not very good for darker skin tones, obviously. Oh, did you hear my stomach then? Stop it. But yeah, this product is something I've had for a while. It just smells so good, and it just smells expensive. But this has lasted me such a long time, and I go like back and forth to it. But it is the nicest cream bronzer ever. It just looks really natural and like you've been on holidays, and it just blends like a dream. Something else I've been loving, and it is so stunning, is the Anastasia Bellier's Glow Kit, which I believe is on Beauty Bay or Cult Beauty now. This is the kit in That Glow, so it's the more like bronzy colours, and they're just all stunning. Every single shade in here I've used, and I love it. This is really good as like a bronzer topper. I use this when I'm more fair, and then these I use like when I'm a little bit more tanned, but I absolutely love this. It is just like, it's not chunky at all, it's just like a sheen. It's just like, just glow, you know? It's not like chunky or glittery at all. It is just the most smoothest blendable highlighter ever. I love it. And I think it's awesome that you get this. I think it's about £40. But you have 4 highlighters, guys. 4. So it's like 10 a piece. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely love this. Highly recommend you get it before it goes away forever. Okay, so another thing that I've been loving is the Mick Jacobs. Mick Jagger. The Marc Jacobs Mirage Filter Contour and Highlight Duo. So I like to use this highlight when I'm tanned. I can't use it when I'm fake because it just doesn't look right. But it is like a very like yellow banana undertone, so that looks really good when I'm fake tanned. And then this I use when I'm fake tanned or fair. It's just a really nice contour shade. It's like quite cool. I think they did a really good job of matching these two together. I think it's the most popular one, I feel. But yeah, it is so good, so blendable. If you can get your hands on it, I would. I believe Harrods online stocks Marc Jacobs Beauty now, so you can get, you know, all Marc Jacobs beauty products on Harrods, just to let you know. This is my favourite bronzer of all time, and I'm going to be really sad when I run out of it because I'll have to find it on eBay or something. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and it is the nicest like neutrally bronzer ever, and it smells like coconuts. It's amazing, and it's just like a really nice bronzer. That's it there. It is just like, it's just the nicest bronzer ever, guys. I can't really say much about it. It is perfect for when I'm fair. This is in the shade Light Bronzer. I believe it comes in just bronzer as well. But yeah, I have been absolutely loving this. I have not put it down. As you can see, all the ripples that are like were in it before are like starting to go because I just cannot stop using it. So I need to like stop it. But it's so pretty. I just love it. But yeah, it's really blendable. It's really blendable. Really blendable. It's so blendable. Hey, Something that I picked up, which I was so late on the bandwagon for, is Benefit Hoola. And this little brush that comes with it is fucking awesome. It's like the NARS Eater brush, isn't it? It's like, it's just really, really good. So this is another like cool tone bronzer, but it's like the perfect in between of like cool tone and warm. I feel like fair people will love this. I know tanned people love it for contouring because it's like more, it shows up more cooler on tan skin. So if you haven't tried this, I highly recommend it. It's really pigmented, so you just need like a light hand, but yeah. I haven't been able to put that on either, so love it. Highlighters. So the other day, okay, I didn't use this through the whole of March, but I picked up the Kiko 208 eyeshadow, the water eyeshadow, and it is stunning. So it is like intense gold goodness. So that's it there. It's really, really metallic. If you like that gold highlighter, if you like Laura Geller Gilded Honey, this is like a dupe, but the Laura Geller Gilded Honey is a bit more warmer. It's a little bit deeper gold. This is like stark gold. So this is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo in 2, and I just like to use this for the highlight shade. Actually, this is probably a dupe. Let's just hope, yeah. Can you see how close they are? Slightly warmer, but okay, so that's the Makeup Forever one and that's the Kiko eyeshadow one. But they have that same like golden reflect to it. So you can see there's a bit more warmth in the Makeup Forever one, and then that one's a bit more gold. I don't really use the bronzer shade because it's just a little bit too warm. If the bronzer from the number 1 was in this one, it would be like the perfect duo. But yeah, absolutely love that highlight in there. And that one. Here is the Dior Skin Nude Air Glowing Gardens in Glowing Nude. So this is from their spring collection. I don't know if you can still get this. I tried my best to get this and I was like hunting around Cardiff like, does anybody have it? And they were like, oh, you should go to House of Fraser, because nobody goes to House of Fraser because it's not in the actual centre, like the shopping centre, and they had one left. So I was like, oh. But yeah, it's this really nice like rosy gold champagne highlight, and it is intense. So I'm just gonna, okay, so it's there like on the side of my hand. Really bad swatch. If you could still get your hands on this, I would. There's another one, it's a bit more like icy pink. This is stunning though, stunning, love it. And then this one I've literally just got on today, and this is the first time I've ever worn it. So it's not like a March favourite, but I can tell you now this is going to be my favourite. This is the Ofra Cosmetics You Do You highlight, and oh my god, this looks really similar to Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop. So this is Champagne Pop and this is Ofra You Do You. I'd probably say the Champagne Pop is a little bit more peach to it, but they come off really similar, so let me just swatch them. That one is Champagne Pop and that one is the Ofra Cosmetics You Do You. So you can see they're both very peachy gold highlights and they look very similar, so absolutely love this. This is probably like the same intensity, but just it looks a lot more wetter. Like my skin looks wet, but I love wet looking skin. I just love that dewy look because I'm so dry. Okay, and then the last like favourite is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in Caramello. I'm wearing the Stila lipstick in Becci right now. This is stunning. It is like the perfect like mauve pink. Oh my god, I just love it. But this is my first time wearing it, so I don't know. This is the shade Caramello, so it is a lot more just like brown. So it's like a nudie brown, but it's more like cool toned. So that's it there. It is stunning. And these are my favourite formula of liquid lipsticks. They just stay all day on the lips and they don't feel uncomfortable. They do settle into fine lines a little bit, but I kind of look past that because of how long they actually last. A few, not regrets, but I have a few disappointing products that didn't live up to my expectations. My first one is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion. I'm so upset. I got this in the States. I don't think we've got it in the UK yet, but it's just like a cushion foundation. So it's like cushion, like literally saturated in product. But I gotta be honest, like I've only used it like twice, so I haven't really got a good understanding of it, but it's just not like full coverage at all. Like I feel like the coverage is really bad, and I feel like I have to use loads to get it to the way I want, and it's very orangey. Even though this is like the lightest shade, it's called Light Ivory W2, and it is very orangey. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I'll just have to play around with it a bit more, but at the minute it's a bit of a womp womp. Okay, something else that like I'm not impressed with, but I still like it. So it's a bit like on the fence. It is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Blush in Hansel and Gretel. It's just not the same formula as her contour like powder kit thing. It is very hard, very stiff, but I do prefer a lighter blush, so I don't really mind, but kind of like a film over it. If you can see, I tried to like scratch off the surface. It happens sometimes with blushes, I don't know what it is, but I have to like scratch it to like get back the pigment so it's like all powdery again. But it is a really nice peachy blush. It's just a bit, it just falls a bit flat in formula wise. So I really like the colour. It's one of those blushes you have to like pack it on a bit just to get a bit of colour. So it's a bit of a, I don't know how I feel about it kind of product. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. And something that I'm really upset about. The Anastasia liquid lipsticks. So I only bought two. I bought Pure Hollywood and Sad Girl, and Sad Girl, what I noticed with both of them, they stay a little bit tacky, like if you go like that. Like with the Stila ones, like it's not tacky at all, but the Anastasia will go like that, and you know when your lips like kind of stick a bit, it's kind of like that. It's not really uncomfortable, and you can feel it, do you know what I mean? Sad Girl is like that, but it just bleeds all around the outside of my mouth, even if I use lip liner. And it just transfers everywhere. So like if I went like that a little bit, it would just go all over my face. So I feel like they're matte, but they don't stay. Like they're not budge proof. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so this is like a massive fail. Like I'll wear this and within an hour it is everywhere. I'm really upset because it's such a beautiful colour, but yeah. I really like Pure Hollywood. It's a lot better than this one. This one is like really bad, and plus because it's a darker colour, it's very noticeable. Something that I just recommend you do not get is the MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lips. These are just, this is the only one I've got. It's in Mademoiselle, and it's, first of all, it's a really strange, weird peach colour. That's it there. It probably looks better on tan skin, but it's just the weirdest formula. It's quite like watery, but then it goes really crackly. It goes into like all my fine lines. It like peels off throughout the day, it just like flakes off, and you have to like do loads of like coats for it to be like even and pigmented. It's very patchy. Just no. That is all of my March favourites and misses. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do like these videos, give it a thumbs up for me and subscribe if you are not already. And I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, so I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye. Mwah. On. Let's do that. So I just want to apply this anywhere where you are red. If you have like more targeted bits of red, then just place it on like that one bit. But because mine is overall, I just put it everywhere. So. Wow, that is hard. That is so hard. Oh my god. I don't think I want mine.